MB Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
Unbelievable. I couldn't even believe that there was 2 8s in there.
This guy right here is doing something special.
I welcome y'all to MBE. What you about to see, box building in a different league. In this SQL scene, believe that money ain't a thing when it comes to its kings. Now that's fact, not fiction. Call 44694 48 then 18. Don't matter, you got 4 8s or 1 8 or anything between. He got what you need.
This is my crew. This is my gang. These are my kings.
Hey, what's up? Another unboxing. Now, this was brought to me by one of my subscribers. He said, hey, MB, have you tried the new American Base 8? And I thought he was talking about the HD 844, the one with the blue basket. Even though I think arguably the best subwoofer, the best 8-inch that subwoofer that American Base ever offered was the HD 844 with the black basket. I wish I would have never got rid of that pair, particularly since he's not making them anymore and I can't find them anywhere anymore. Those jokers were nice. They were nice. To me, they was the equivalent. At the time, I thought they was the equivalent of Sundown XA V2. Yeah. Sometimes if you go back in my videos, V3. Yeah. That's when I had the V3 models in, and I had got to those, and some of y'all was amazed. Didn't have the meter at the time, but I was like, hey, man, I'm telling you, these boys here doing it. But I didn't have the meter at the time when I was doing a lot of those servers in the beginning. And after that, I left that and went to the American Base VFL 8, which he still sells, which is now soon to be on the version 2. What? Yes. So I think there's a revision coming out with that software as well, and I'll point to that in this unboxing here. So when he said, no, I was like talking about the blue basket, he said, no, the Godzilla. I said, Godzilla? That's 2508. He said, no, American Base got one called the Godzilla. I said, what? And sure enough, I looked on the God series line. He has this. Yes, there it is. And I must say this is a very nice basket. Very nice box. It's not gonna be used to make base, but he went all out to get your attention. So a lot of things he did to get y'all attention that I think need to be pointed out and noted. Let me get my knife. Well, first let's read the write-up. The write-up says, unleash the beast of bass with American Base Audio's Godzilla subwoofers, where monstrous power meets earth-shattering performance. Encased in a green textured die-cast basket with a pure carbon fiber cone, these subs roar to life, delivering clarity and depth that vibrates your soul. Clarity and depth. So he's saying accuracy and fullness to the bass is with this. Now, the Godzilla series line is right before, equivalent to, I think, the Godfather series. I'm not sure, but I know he got a whole Godzilla line, and they are monstrous. That Godzilla 12 is monstrous. I don't know what it sounds like because I don't run 12s, but it's a big boy. The write-up further says, get ready to experience bass that's not just heard, but felt. Round about where I want to play it. 30, 29, 33 at the highest. Bass that's felt. But as the king of monsters himself is orchestrating your soundtrack, intense, powerful sound, I must say, Bob, you paid a great writer. This is a great writer. I mean, you can see this on the shelf, and what is that? You're going to want to get your attention. And green is catchy. I think it's humorous that I can't say he took the name Godzilla 8 that I was saying Godzilla and King Kong, because he got a whole series called Godzilla. But this is the Godzilla 8. Now, the features are heavy-duty die-cast basket. It doesn't say proprietary, so that means it's open source design. With green finish. Carbon fiber enhanced non-press paper cone. High roll rib surround for high excursion. Kevlar woven composite dust cap. So here it says carbon fiber enhanced cone. There it says carbon fiber cone. Special design ribs shape. I guess he's thinking about the surround for less distortion during excursion. 2.5-inch 4-layer high temperature voice coil. Reliable black polycarbonate spiders. Quad stack 180-ounce strobilumin ferrite magnets. Quad stack. I wonder how big each one is. Voice coil direct motor design. Voice coil direct cooling motor design. Yoke shape heat sink on motor. Rubber gasket, standard cutout. Let's get this thing, get this boy out this box. TS parameters, American base sticker, protect the cone, phone. Whoa. Hefty little boy. Yeah, he got some help to him. I must say the packaging is sufficient to get this woofer to you without damage. Now we're gonna do now, we're gonna turn this camera around and get up close and look at this monstrosity of an 8. Okay, so we got this boy out the box, and I must say, it has a lot of original features. A lot of original features. But let's look at these TS parameters that it has enclosed. It says that it has, we went over everything that it said on the box. Pretty much that's repeated here. But looking at the TS parameters, we have, and this is a D4 sub. So, let's go here. Wired in series. He has both parameters depending on how you wire. So this is a D4. You can wire it in parallel, have a final of 2, wired in series, and have a final of 8. The nominal resistance of each of, when you wired it in parallel, is 1.7. So you'll get considerable amount of power out your amp. FS is 44 hertz either way. The SD, I think that's meter squared, but roughly looking at it, I'm going to say between 31 and 30 square inches. That's pretty narrow. It might be 32, 31.9 square inches. The BL, when wired to 2 ohm load, is 15. That's the length of the wire and the voice coil and the size of the gap. It's 15. It's considerably strong. If you wire it up in series, you get a BL of 30, which is listed here. So, all right. QMS wired in parallel, one woofer, is 4.9. That's respectable. QES 0.36 with a final QTS of 3.3. Now, I'm going to tell you something. That means this number right here means it's severely suited for a ported box. It's below 0.4. Severely suited for a ported box. The SPL, it's decent, 82. 82. With a vast is very low too. And normally when they have vast is this low, then the box requirement is going to be pretty big when it comes to an 8. This is a very low vast. Most 8s are turning in, 7.44, 6.89. This one's turning in a 3.47. That's a very low vast. QMS 64, the moving grams in a series, in parallel, is 1.77. That's what the the BL will see that it has to move, the moving mass. This is what's interesting to me. On the D4 sub, the X-Max is 12.5. That's interesting when you look at this, the size of that top plate. So at any given time, 12 millimeters inside the gap. Looking at it, oh no, yeah. No, I must say that's not an overly real tall winding height. Yeah, I would say, yeah, 12 millimeters X-Max. I don't know how much more we got mechanical with this, but yeah, I'm looking at it from what I can see, and I'm going to show y'all as much as I can. The windings don't extend too far above the top of this top plate. Now, let's get back to the front and look at this joker here. Now, so we see rubber bound gasket, that's sufficient. These ribs, automatically. Carbon fiber cone, stitch. If the glue fails, it really doesn't matter about the stitching, but we have it, nice green stitching. The cone itself says it's non-pressed. I do see some roughness to it. All right, but it's supposed to be carbon fiber enhanced. This doesn't feel like carbon fiber. It feels like carbon fiber reinforced, as he states. What's interesting on this feature, on the first part of this driver, though, is these ribs. Because these are not your normal ribs like you see on the VFL8. These ribs actually have a different density than the lower. And I'm going to show you that by zooming in. Let me turn this camera right now. Boom. Can y'all see that? Yes. As you can see, there's open cell foam here. It's not as dense as here. What does that do? Well, each cardinal point, it has its opposite. Let me back out. Boom. Boom. Each cardinal point, it has opposite. 6, 12, 9, 3. Then we got 1, 7, 10, 4. And then we have another one of 5, and then 4. So what happens is, as the woofer moves, these open cell helps with the linearity to stop it from dimpling under high power excursion. Now, I'm going to tell you from looking at it, and I know he was heavily influenced on this. This is not a gimmick. This works. Some of y'all gonna know exactly where this comes from. There's a different version out now on another 8 of mine, another 8 of mine, where these ribs are significantly bigger because the cutout's bigger. But this was on the version D of that particular driver, and this surround works. Scaled down because it's a standard cutout, but it works. This rib surround. This is not. Look at that one more time. This is not a mimicry like the VFL8. This is actually how it's supposed to be done. For $300, I believe. Yeah, that's the price point of this driver. So I don't know if this basket is proprietary to him. That I can't substantiate at this point. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. What I want y'all to look at, though, we're going to zoom in just a little bit further. Boom. Let me see if I can get this in there. How close we can get? Boom. Yeah, y'all kind of see it there. Those ribs. Yeah, there we go. Those ribs on the back of the Spider. If you look in that basket, you can see it's black ribs. And to me, they look to be progressive roll. Yeah, it is a dual space Spider pack. Back the camera back out. So we have a Spider here and a Spider here, and you can touch them to, you can actually touch them together. It is fairly stiff, which, like another woofer that I know they uses a very small vase, and this type of design means that it can cooperate in a very, very, for its size, for its size. Put it like that, for its size, it can operate in a slightly larger box than most 8s. Now, this is a nice feature. The top plate actually has, let me see if I can, the top plate actually has its spacers are built onto the top plate that the basket sits on. So heat transfer from the movement in the gap will go from here directly to the basket with this coupling. I wonder how far that screw goes in, but it is, that's a nice little design right there. You can really see, maybe I can let y'all see it right now. Maybe I can get it right here. I think that'd be a good shot, them ribs. There we go. Look at that. Can you see them ribs now? Can y'all see them ribs? There we go. On the back part of that spider. This is a handsome driver. Now, backing out, what I do know is he said he has 4 Strotum Faraday magnets, and each one are 90 ounces. So when you add them together, no, there's 45 ounce magnets. So all together, it's 180 ounces. Now, I don't know if there's a benefit to this or if it's a marketing gimmick. I do not know. Because he could have just, the thickness of these slugs could have been just, it could have just been 2 slugs. Is it a benefit to cutting the magnet in half? Is that going to translate to a stronger BL in the gap? I don't know. This design of this motor is similar to me like the Hammer Tech with some differences. Top plate is not as large as on the Hammer Tech, and magnets are not as big as on the Hammer Tech. He used just 2 slugs here because Bob wanted to say quad stack. He had the magnet slugs caught. So technically you do have 4 slugs, but I wonder if you could do the same thing with 2. Now, I'm just reviewing. That's what I'm thinking. Now here is, now the backside on the bottom plate is very interesting. There is no doubt where he got this from. So once again, we have a driver that it piqued my interest instantly to get based on this feature on the surround and back here. This is an aluminum heat sink that his own aluminum heat sink that he has put on the back of his 8-inch. That looks to me, it doesn't. It goes, it's integrated into the back plate and goes up the back plate, up the vent hole. I wish I could see what he did at the top of the motor. I would sure like to see that. I love to see it so much, you know, I'll buy one and tear it down just to see. Y'all know I'll do that. But I know what this is used for, and this is nice too. There's 2 dual phones telling you the RMS rating is 1200, 24 hours max, Godzilla 8, D4, American base sticker. But this right here is American base heat sink that he has on. Not just the God, this 8, it's on this 12 and this 15 as well. And what it's supposed to do is supposed to get heat off of the iron and help the heat dissipate faster. Vent holes around the gap, which you can see is a 2.5-inch voice coil. Everything looks solid. I mean, everything looks solid. He doesn't tell you if it's what we have here. He doesn't tell you if it's copper or aluminum. I'm thinking, looking at it, it looks to be flat wire aluminum wire. Black core. Yeah. Might be CCA, I don't know, but I know it's a black. The former ain't BSAV though. But all the features else he didn't put in, especially with this direct lead, so no power loss. I must say that I like it. I like it. I think he done stepped his bat all the way up. The name might be gimmicky. You should leave a blogger like myself to call it a Godzilla or not. But the features that he has listed, and from what I see, yeah, this one going. He made me have to put my oh yeah, y'all can really see it right there. Let me see if I can move this camera. See how? There you go. Can y'all see that? Cause I was just looking at them ribs. Look at them ribs right there. Boom, boom. There you go. Look right here at the bottom of the camera. Y'all see them ribs in there? Nice, ain't they? Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. I don't see no excess glue. I really want y'all to see it up high. Let me. There we go. Boom. There we go. Nice. Look at that. Look at those ribs. Nice. Now, looking at the size of those ribs, that's definitely a progressive road spider. How are we only getting 12 millimeters X max? Is somebody sandbagging? Is somebody sandbagging? What? This is interesting. Bang, bang. This is an interesting boy right here. Let's see what it'll do free air. And, boy, we're going to see what Bob done did. Because one thing for sure, he said skip the affordable. He paid with this boy here. He paid with the features here. This joker is listed, I believe, $319. $319 MSRP. $319 or $320. So he's throwing his Monster 8 into the foray. Let's see. We'll see. Y'all be blessed. Next will be the free air test. We're going to see it move. I want to see it move. Later. Next video. Later.